Okay, let's start reviewing a couple calls for you and now. So let's. These calls are from the 18th, by the way.
Hello. Hello. Sí, buenos días.
Buenos días, señor.
Sí, señorita, dígame.
¿Cómo está? Hablan aquí de Family Insurance.
Sí, ya lo conocí, aquí tengo un número grabado. Dígame, ¿qué pasó?
Ah, bueno, perfecto. Mire, le estaba llamando por su cita que tuvo el día de ayer.
Pues yo no le aseguré, le dije que ayer a hoy. ¿Se acuerda que le
Ok,
dije que no era?
perfecto. Es correcto, no era confirmado. Veo que no pudo llegar. ¿El día de hoy va a llegar a la oficina?
Aquí estoy esperando que abran ya en la Manchester.
Ah, ok, ya no tardan en abrir esa, ¿ok? Ya van los compañeros en camino. Dígame.
Una pregunta, ¿quién está ahorita aquí en esta oficina? Disculpe. ¿Quién está de los trabajadores de ustedes?
Tenemos a varios compañeros. El día de hoy, como cambian turnos, todo depende. ¿Algo en particular, señora? ¿Aquí?
Sí, es lo que yo quería que me atendiera Cintia, la que siempre ha estado ahí, y con ella siempre he tratado hace años.
Sí, ¿y usted tiene la información de Cintia como su número o algo en particular?
No, es lo malo, pero ya traté de comunicarme con ella porque ayer, como hablé allí a la oficina, me dijeron que, o sea, me contestó un muchacho y que por el momento no estaba, que según ayer había descansado, pero a lo que me doy cuenta
Sí,
que...
es que a veces nos cambian los turnos, no sé si Cintia va a llegar el día de hoy, si va a estar en la mañana o en la tarde. No le puedo confirmar eso, señora Aguirre, pero sí le puedo confirmar que se le va a atender, al igual como cualquier cliente, va a tener la mejor atención y se le va a explicar en detalle cada póliza.
No, sí, eso yo sé, pero ya ahora sí que me siento con más confianza con ella. Si me podría, y ser tan amable de, si no va a estar aquí, me podría decir dónde, en qué, si es que me regresa la llamada y me puede confirmar dónde va a estar ella para ir a su lugar.
Es que esa información, señora Aguirre, no nos las proporcionan el schedule de otra persona, no nos los pueden proporcionar. Como le menciono, señora Aguirre, puede que ella trabaje en la tarde, puede que ella trabaje en la mañana, pero cualquier de nuestros compañeros le puede atender, le puede dar la mejor atención que se le puede dar. Yo entiendo que la señora Aguirre la ha atendido anteriormente, pero como le menciono, yo no tengo su schedule.
Ok, bueno, pues voy a ver ahorita a ver qué pasa y si no, pues a ver qué pasa. Voy a tratar de...
Sí, porque sí le voy a mencionar que ahorita al momento su póliza, el pago era para el día de ayer. Entonces sí tiene que realizar el pago de la renovación y de su póliza.
No, sí, yo lo que lo voy a renovar sea con ustedes o con otras. Hoy no pasa. Pero ojalá y llegue a un acuerdo con la persona que me atienda, que le digo, que espero que me atiende como usted dice, porque pues es su servicio de usted tratar al cliente lo mejor que se pueda. Porque a ver, ya
Es correcto.
anteriormente, que decir que hace como un año y medio, ella ya van 2 veces que la renuevo, como yo la renuevo cada 6 meses, entonces no sé, se equivocaban o nomás me echaban mentiras que los servicios que tenía y ya cuando necesitaba los servicios, ya me decían que no tenía servicio. Pero le digo, no es que a veces pues quizás
Ok, pues mire, señora Aguirre, yo le recomiendo, ahorita que renueve su póliza, que se le explique en detalle su póliza. Yo voy a agregar las notas para la persona que la atienda, que le explique en detalle el tipo de cobertura con el que usted cuenta, con el que no cuenta, para que le puedan explicar en detalle. Y si alguien lo trata mal, usted puede pedir hablar con un supervisor.
Exacto, no, de eso no sé, yo sé que no, nada, nomás que a veces le digo, como ya me siento con confianza con ella, y anteriormente me pasó algo así, que se equivocó, no es que lo haya hecho quizás de adrede, que me dio como los servicios y ya cuando los llegué a necesitar en el transcurso de mi aseguranza me rechazaron, que no tenían servicio, y fui y le reclamé y me dijeron que se me iba a solucionar y pasó lo mismo. Pero te le digo, no se preocupe, yo voy a tratar de seguir con la...
Okay, so the call is done. Annel, this is going to be the new training that I'm actually going to offer with you guys. I'll be doing it at a specific time that allows me to listen to some calls since I'm not able to do it during regular, business hours from 10 to 7, for example, because I have a lot of responsibilities. Now, I want to help you guys and I want to give you guys a lot of feedback. So I'll give you some positive feedback if there's positive feedback, and I'll give you guys I don't want to call it negative feedback, but I'll give you guys a feedback that you guys need to work on as well, because some of these calls will give you an opportunity to look at how well you're introducing the information, or how bad you're introducing the information, or the information that you're missing, right? So let's start off with this client. So to me, this client was a little bit different, and it required a little bit more service, by the way, simply because he was complaining and he was trying to share a couple things with you. One of the things that I've noticed on a lot of these calls, not only from you, but in general, sometimes we're rushing, and I know this is a topic that I reviewed in the past before we started working on this new project with our new Tony. Okay, so we rush into ending the call. Okay, now I'm not so sure what happened. The call got disconnected, or customer hung up, or you disconnected the call, but some way or another the call got disconnected. Okay, because the customer was still talking when the call got disconnected. Now, one of the things that I noticed towards the end, the customer was sharing something with you, and you were just kind of rushing into just hanging up the call. Okay, so that is something that I want you to work on, and it's not the first time that I hear this from, just in general. Okay, not specifically you. So let's don't rush into the call. Okay, so I'm gonna go backwards. Actually, no, let me just do this. Okay. So rushing into the call, since I'm speaking regarding this, so I'll put it in the beginning. Let's listen, okay, to the customer, okay? Let the customer share his feedback, okay, because it's important, okay? Good service, listening equals good service, okay? Not acknowledging or listening equals bad service. So once again, so it's very important. Don't rush into these calls, okay? I mean, our job is to make calls, and we talk about duration, and I know you've done a great job, but it's okay if you listen to a customer for an extra minute, 2 minutes. Let him share all the feedback that he has, because that's gonna help him. I know he's already at the office and he's waiting for us to open. So for you already accomplished your goal of making sure he makes it to the office. So that's great, by the way. Good job on that, okay? You're confirming your appointments. I'm assuming that's early in the morning because it's before we open. So good job. Okay, I want to give you good feedback and areas that we need to work on. So that's a good thing. You're following the morning routine. So great job as far as that. But the customer was trying to open up to you. So remember, another thing that I've noticed, I'll put it right here, account manager. So we've talked about the selling this concept, this idea, right? So what I would have done here, okay, let me transfer these. So actually, okay, so let me just use this for this one actually. So one of the things that as an account manager, your job is to try to help and understand their situation. So we can try to understand why he wants to talk to a specific agent, okay? So I have this, selling the concept of teamwork, okay? Now you did, by the way, you mentioned to him that, whoever's there is going to help him out. But, selling the idea that, we all work under the same, rules, the same ideas, the same service. But definitely whoever's there is going to be a supervisor. Now, maybe on this date, which is the 18th, I believe, 18th. Yeah, she was off. She was off the 17th and the 18th. So there's a few situations where they're not going to be there. But always mention that there's a supervisor in the office. Okay, so regardless, and remember, you have a supervisor yourself. And remember, sell the account manager. So I'm giving you some tools right here, right? So number 6, sell yourself. Okay, sell yourself / your department / your supervisor. Okay, so let them know, look, you know what, I'm gonna set you up for an appointment even though I don't have access to a lot of different things, but look, if you're not too happy with the conclusion, just give me a call. I'll get one of my managers involved. Okay, I'll get my manager within this department. Okay, I'll have them look into it, or I'll get one of our main managers. Okay, which of course that would be either me or just in general. It's just the idea. Okay, they may not even need it, but you want to sell that. Okay, you want to sell that. That's a benefit because that's going to make them feel a little bit more comfortable, right? So definitely sell the benefit of the department. Now, once again, what is the benefit of the department? Making sure that all of our clients are happy. So I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here as more tools, right? So benefit of the department, okay, is to offer customer satisfaction, right? So so let them know that whatever we could do to help them, okay, we all work within the same goal. Another thing that I noticed, you need to acknowledge their feedback. This is one of the things, one of the topics that we reviewed before we started working with Tony, is the fact that one, we're rushing into the call. Another one, we're not acknowledging. We have to become good listeners. As you can see right here, a good listener becomes, a good listener or listening equals good service, right? Because we're acknowledging their situation. If we don't acknowledge their situation, then it's like we're ignoring them. That's one of the things that I want you to keep in mind. Okay, I'll put it right here. Okay, this is just part of this. There you go. Okay. When we don't acknowledge, right? We are ignoring, okay? Even though I know you're not ignoring it now, but that's how they're going to understand it, okay? So always acknowledge what they're saying, positive or negative. Relate with them. Tell them we understand. We're here to help you. In this case, what am I referring to? He made a statement here. And Tony, these are the things that I want you to keep in mind as well, because these are very important. Now, the customer, look, this customer was not too positive. He had some issues in the past, so he was sharing that with them, okay? He was sharing the fact that he had some issues in the past, so we didn't acknowledge this at all. We should have given him a little bit of information, a little bit of comfort, okay, and reassurance, okay, that we will make sure his policy is exactly the way he wants it, okay? Okay, he shared that something about coverages, at least what I understood, that he had some miscommunication with an agent and with agents and coverages that he didn't have. So, you know, just give him a reassurance that we're going to do our best, okay? You could do a quick, matter of fact, I'll put it right here. I'll put it as far as solutions here. Okay, solutions. We could do a quick review, quick review of their policy, okay, over the phone, since he's waiting anyways. And then obviously we would add notes on the hot stop, okay, of conversation, okay, and which I'm not checking the hawks off myself right now, but there has to be notes on the hawks off, letting the agents know that he did have a couple concerns, so at least we know how to help the client. But let's go back to this. The customer said, I will renew my policy either with you guys or with somebody else. That's an aggressive, that's something I would have acknowledged right away, and I would have, besides acknowledging it, I would have justified, okay, okay, what's it called, justified, and plus added, okay, added value, okay. I would have added value as far as what's it called, I would have added value as far as the service, okay, service that we offer, okay. I would have sold, okay, market knowledge, okay, market knowledge that rates are higher, okay. I would have sold, okay, sold the agency. We care about our clients. We care, okay. I didn't hear thanking the client. We didn't thank the client, okay, for being a loyal client. So there's a lot of information that we could have done to justify. Look, don't worry. Mire, mi cliente, no se preocupe. Mira, aquí estamos para ayudarlo. No hay ninguna necesidad que se vaya a otro lugar. Mira, aquí nosotros vamos a hacer lo mejor para ayudarlo. No se preocupe. Ya sé que me está comentando que tal vez hubieron unas situaciones anteriormente donde tal vez hubo una comunicación incorrecta. Y mire, primeramente, let's apologize, right? I put it right here. Let's apologize, okay? Primeramente, le pido disculpas por cualquier situación. No se preocupe, mire, ya sé que está buscando a Cynthia, pero definitivamente tenemos un supervisor en cada oficina, así que no se preocupe, nosotros vamos a hacer lo más posible para tratar ¿cómo se llama?, de ayudarlo. Mire, lo que voy a hacer ahorita, voy a poner notas de la situación para que nosotros verifiquemos ¿cómo se llama?, toda la información en el sistema para asegurarnos de que todo esté bien, ¿ok? Para que no haya ninguna complicación. Pero mira, no se preocupe, aquí lo vamos a ayudar. Le agradecemos por ser cliente fiel. Queremos que usted se mantenga con nosotros. Mire, usted ha tenido la póliza desde el 2015. Usted básicamente es como familia para nosotros, ¿ok? Y miren, si no se ha dado cuenta, el nombre de nuestra compañía es Family Insurance porque queremos ayudar a todos nuestros clientes de la mejor forma posible. Mire, yo obviamente me encargo de su cuenta cada vez que viene su renovación o si se atrasa en uno de sus pagos. Tal vez se va a comunicar conmigo. Mi posición, mi responsabilidad, básicamente es ayudar a todos nuestros clientes, ofrecerles un poco de información, agradecerles por ser cliente de nosotros. So that's what I'm looking for, okay? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for information, okay? Now the call was 4 minutes, which is good, but I'm pretty sure this could have been extended. I don't know why the call dropped, but this could have been extended a little bit more. Now, solutions, quick review on their policy, and add notes on the Hawks off. Selling the concept of teamwork, even though you did mention that, okay? So I'm not saying you missed this. You did actually mention, but you could also add a little bit more value, okay? Add a bit more value, okay? Let them know we're a team. There's multiple supervisors. Matter of fact, sell the benefit, which I think I have it here, to call you back in case of any further questions, okay? Letting them know there's a supervisor at each location, okay? So there's a little bit more information that you could have offered, okay? So once again, one of the things that I'm doing on all the calls and moving forward, even though I'm not going to give you a conclusion, but what I want you guys to start doing, especially for the calls that you have an opportunity, always come up with a conclusion. Was this a positive or negative outcome, right? Positive or negative outcome. Okay, so positive, negative outcome, okay? What was it, for example, right? Was it positive, was it negative? Now, in your situation, and no, it wasn't negative at all, okay? Matter of fact, I mean, it was positive in the sense because the customer was already in the office, okay? So that's a positive, but there's a lot of room. Look how much notes I have, okay? Look how much notes I have. So this is how I'm gonna help you guys, okay? Hopefully you guys appreciate this, okay? I share this on a different video, but I'm working on a Sunday, by the way, okay? Hopefully you guys appreciate this. Look at the time, Sunday the 19th, 11:43. So I don't have time to help you guys as much as I did last month, okay? During the week, I have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of departments, a lot of supervisors that I'm working with, a lot of agents, okay? So you have no idea. So what I'm doing is I'm choosing a couple days or different time frames where I could squeeze in a couple sessions, okay? I did it yesterday, I'm doing it today, okay? So hopefully you guys appreciate this. But look, there's a lot of information that you could have given this client to have a better outcome, okay? There's a lot of information. So with this call, I'm not really talking about the 6 steps, which I'm probably going to discuss, okay? I'm not really talking as far as the the referrals, the coverages, okay? I'm not really reviewing that type of information. Mainly what I'm reviewing is the information that I feel that you could have given them to offer a little bit more service, listening skills, acknowledging their situation, thanking them for being a client, apologizing for any any situations in the past. So that is the purpose of this. That's the lesson for this call. Okay, let's move on to another one. Okay, let's listen to maybe a voicemail. Okay, give me 1 second. So as the system comes back, computer froze. So it's very, very important to follow some of these tools, okay? We really have to listen to the client. We can't ignore them, okay? I know you didn't do it on purpose, okay? But that's the way I understood it, okay? And that's the way the customer is going to understand it. They're going to feel like they weren't able to share their situation because you were rushing the call. You were trying to hang up the call. Once again, I know that's not what you were doing. That's not your intention. Matter of fact, you've done a great job compared to before. But that's the way the customers are going to look at the situation. So it's very, very important to make sure that we're not giving them any type of feedback that they may look at in a negative way. One more second.